The Houston Rockets have officially acquired Kevin Durant. As has been speculated and rumored for weeks, Kevin Durant has been traded once again, and this time it is to the Houston Rockets. Shams had the original tweet to break the news, and he tweeted out, the Phoenix Suns are trading two-time NBA Finals MVP Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the 10th overall pick in this year's draft, and 5 second-round picks. Salary Swish had some details on some of the second-round picks. There's one from this year's draft from OKC, that's the 59th overall pick. One from Boston in 2030, 2032, a second-round pick from Houston, and then 2 other second-round picks as well, totaling the haul of seconds up to 5. But that is not the most interesting thing about this deal, is not the deal itself. In my eyes right now, we thought this was going to happen. It happened. I'll break down like how Matt Ishbia just destroyed this team in the brief moments he's been owning it, and what a waste this Kevin Durant era is for the Phoenix Suns. But the most interesting thing in my eyes about this trade is the fact that Kevin Durant found out about this trade live on stage at Fanatics Fest. He was in front of the entire world when this news broke. It is a crazy scene. A Twitter user by the name of Jonathan Macri was in the audience at Fanatics Fest, a festival put on by Fanatics. We all know the apparel company Fanatics because they own every piece of the industry in pro sports. It's happening right now in New York, and there's plenty of celebrities there. Like Tom Brady and Eli Manning were there. They did a little bit. Kevin Durant is there, obviously. There's a whole bunch of activations. I saw Speed there. I Show Speed there. Just everybody famous seems to be at Fanatics Fest because Michael Rubin has the most impressive celebrity Rolodex in the history of time, and he's got everybody out to Fanatics Fest, including Kevin Durant, who is on stage while this trade happened. Here's what happened. It's a crazy video. Watch it. Enjoy. This is insane.
What'd you say?
You just got traded!
The crowd is telling him you just got traded.
Seems like there is a news report that has just taken place about Katie's destination. I believe that Katie has been traded to the Houston Rockets.
Like, have we ever seen a professional athlete, the moment they found out they were traded somewhere, in front of an audience? Like, look at the smile on his face. This is insane. So many phones. So many phones that everybody's recording this moment.
So everyone here at Fanatics Fest is getting an instant reaction. You're headed to Houston. How does that sound?
What are you going to say, Katie?
We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna see.
We'll see what happens, but I'm excited. Great young core, great coach. I think KD would be a great fit there.
Yeah, he can't, like, he can't say anything. In that moment, we all want to hear what his actual thoughts are, but he just says, we'll see what happened, man. Like, that's all he can say.
A lot going on right now. I'm asking 2 more questions to let you sort out what's
And
happening.
they're trying to ask him one more question.
All right, we're going to close this out with 2 more. Tell me the song you always have to play on game day.
It's raining in Houston. That's what my Drake.
Raining in Houston by Drake is the song KD said he has to play on game day. All right.
Yeah, wrap this.
I'm going to let KD go.
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
I want to make sure that everybody in here knows and recognizes that when you are watching KD, you are watching greatness in the flesh right now, and we should all appreciate it.
Facts. Big facts. There he is, and they wrap it. That's crazy! That is an insane moment. Like, that's got to go down as one of the oddest, most surreal moments that and a trade has ever been broken. You know, like, I wonder if can we conspiracy theory this for half a second? For half a second. Do we think that they knew, Shams knew, and that Michael Rubin knew, and Kevin Durant knew that this trade could go down today, and that they waited for that moment to happen? Because this is fantastic promo for Fanatics Fest. Like, do we think that they all made sure Kevin Durant was on stage towards the end of his little sit down during Fanatics Fest for this trade to break? Because ESPN is there. They hosted First Take at Fanatics Fest. And I know Stephen A. Smith had his Stephen A. Smith show there. So ESPN, Shams, Michael Rubin, one of the more powerful people in sports, Kevin Durant, who's there, who's buddies with him. Conspiracy theory, maybe this was all planned. And it's not an organic moment where KD was just happened to be on stage at Fanatics Fest while he got traded. Here I am talking about this fest because of that moment. I thought that was really cool. I wanted to share that with everybody. Putting that aside, what an unbelievable move for the Houston Rockets. They don't give up a whole bunch. The 10th overall pick wasn't going to help them, I don't think, too much win this year. And they give up a bunch of seconds, and they get out from Jalen Green's contract. Dillon Brooks was an expendable piece. I think this tweet from HP Basketball sums it up pretty nicely. Houston gets Durant, keeps Phoenix's long-term future, gets clear of Jalen Green's contract, still has ability to make other moves, keeps Amen Thompson, Sengun, and Jabari, clears room for Shepherd and maybe Whitmore. Home run, 5 stars. I can't agree more with that tweet. I think, like, they accomplished everything they wanted in that deal, not giving up any of the important draft picks that they have and securing all of the main parts of their roster. Jalen Green was going to be owed a bunch of money and they don't have to pay it anymore. And now you get Kevin Durant, who's going to be happy in Houston. It's where he's from. And you get this young core, a star. Then this is what they've been missing. That's what they missed in the playoffs there. This guy who late in the game, you can give him the ball and he can get you a bucket. They didn't have that bucket getter. Fred VanVleet tried to be that, but Fred VanVleet isn't that. He's not consistent enough to be that. I don't know what level of Kevin Durant you're getting as he gets closer to 40, but I think we all think he still has that bucket getting ability still in him, and he's kind of the perfect last piece to Houston's roster. They're going to be a real big threat in the West next season. And the Phoenix Suns side, Matt Ishbia has messed up this team to a great degree over the last couple seasons since he's owned the team. This tweet was from Yossi Goslin, who tweeted that in early 2023, the Suns have Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and all their own picks. 2025, the Suns have Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, no starting level center, few picks, and Bradley Beal. It has been a disaster run of 2 seasons for the Phoenix Suns. They have turned Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, 4 first-round picks, and a swap into Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, a late lotto pick in a middling draft in the span of just 18 months. This is franchise detonation levels of asset management. That was from Derek Bodner on Twitter. The team that the Suns had that went to the NBA Finals against the Milwaukee Bucks seems so far removed from the current Suns. Their future looks bleak right now. There's going to have to be so many more moves made to get this roster right for next season. It's been speculated that acquiring Jalen Green is just to reroute him to another destination. Zach Lowe tweeted the next 2 dominoes, Katie's potential extension. That will also need to be done in Houston. And if and where, I suspect it's very, very likely Phoenix eventually reroutes Jalen Green. I think that is what everybody's thinking they're doing with Jalen Green. Right now, the roster is so redundant with shooting guards. It does not make sense to have Jalen Green on the roster and then hand him a contract eventually. Like, it doesn't make sense for the Phoenix Suns to have Jalen Green right now. He should be rerouted somewhere else. This deal also can't be official until July 6th because of the poison pill part of Jalen Green's contract. Bobby Marks had the info on the poison pill restriction on why this deal actually can't take place until early July. A player that signs a rookie extension for trade purposes, his current salary is used as outgoing salary. The average of the fourth year of his current contract and new extension count as incoming salary for the acquiring team. So that's the poison pill restriction. So they are waiting for those restrictions to expire so that they can complete this deal with a different salary on the books for the swap for Jalen Green. So that's why the trade isn't actually official until a couple of weeks, which leads me to my conspiracy theory about why this broke right now. They wanted it to happen while Kevin Durant was on stage at Fanatics Fest. The Phoenix Suns have so many more moves to do to fix this roster. You can't have like 5 shooting guards on your roster at a time. Things have been trending downwards since Matt Ishbia bought this team. And things look great next year for Houston. Watch out for them in the West, even though it's going to be a really tight Western Conference. I think adding Durant is the perfect move for them to try and enter that next tier of playoff team where they can get into the second and third and maybe even fourth round next season with Kevin Durant. Let me know what you think about the Kevin Durant deal in the comments on the Jesse Blake Sports Report YouTube channel. That is it for me right now. Thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be listening or watching right now, and I appreciate you for that. Don't forget to hit like and hit subscribe. I will see you later.